right, everyone. Good to see you guys today. My name's Alex. I'm a bookkeeper with American Bookkeeping Services. And yeah, I just wanted to show you real quick how to upload a budget to QuickBooks. So yeah, right now we are in the sample company. So you see here we're in the main dashboard. If we go over here to the left, we can scroll down and go to budgets. Click on budgets. And there's a really nice video here that kind of explains the process that we're going to go through. But I figured we'd just do it in person. So yeah, we can either create a budget in QuickBooks or we can import our own. Sometimes it's easier just to make a budget using something like Excel or Google Sheets if we want to just import our budget that way. We can make another video on how to create it in QuickBooks, but for this video, we'll just stick with this. So yeah, all of your budgets in one place. There's different types that we can have, types of budgets. So this is the profit and loss. So basically seeing our income and our expenses and things like that over certain periods. So it could be a year, and then we can break it down by month. We can also split it up quarterly if we like. So typically by month. So for here, we have the time period, fiscal year. So we want to do it for this year coming up. And then we can make our budget and also compare with our actuals. So consolidated here, we can create an organization level financial plan, or we can create a subdivided one for different stores, for instance, departments, customer bases. And so we'll just go with consolidated. So for this fourth part here, it says pre-filled data. What this means is we can import our data from last year. So we can import our budget from last year if we'd like, or some of the data from the actuals, right, of 2024. So that'll be really useful to use the last year's actuals for that. So we'll just, because we are uploading and this is just a sample company, we will just leave this optional, and we can skip and then upload our budget. So we'll click next. We can click download the template. So I've already done that. And when it downloads, it will look like this. So you can see it has two tabs in this spreadsheet here we're looking at. This is the template that we downloaded from QuickBooks. The period is this year, fiscal year 2025. And it just gives some instructions on how this works. Do not change the sheet names. Basically just leave the formatting the same as it is. You can add or remove rows as needed, and enter cell values. We don't want any. Maybe one day if we make more than that. Hopefully that's the income part, not the expense part. Okay, so if we go to this next tab, consolidated, we can see we have, like we would have our profit and loss, right? Similar, very similar. Income. This is already for January and February, right? Because right now we've already completed February. And then we can make our projections for the rest of the year as well. So yeah, billable, let's see, we have 1312, 937. Let's project our income to be, I guess it would depend on your business and what you're trying to do, your marketing and sales and whatnot. But I guess we would probably want to be somewhat conservative. So let's say $1,000 a month. And it's nice because we can drag that out here. And we have different categories. Design income. There's different categories of income too. So labor, installation labor, maybe we have $200 a month going forward. And this is great because you may have a busier season, right? For this landscaping business, we may not have as much work in the winter, or we may have a different type of work, maybe doing snow plowing, right? So, or winterizations or something like that, right? So yeah, we'll just make sure that this is complete. And yeah, we can feel free to fill this part out according to your business. We also have other income, pest control services. I remember on our previous video, this here was an income source, but they lost money at first, and then but yeah, we can we'll just keep it how it is right now, but I'll just show you basically how to upload it. We can also, we'll just add a quick expense here. We'll say that $20 for office expense per month. And of course you can fill this out according to your business. So we will save it as landscaping budget FY25. Okay, file, download as a .xlsx file. Okay, then we'll come back to our upload page. We'll click here. It will allow us to upload and make sure we get the right file. Then we'll click next. It will import the budget. Okay, then we can view it, right? And yeah, another cool thing is that now it has all these categories. Since we use the template, it's very easy. We can see how we projected $1,000 a month every month for the rest of the year. We can also go in, say we made our budget, but we want to update something. Say we get a new client in May and we're projecting $1,200 a month. So yeah, we can. It also has this neat feature where, say we have a new client that pays us $200 a month, we can click to copy this over. It's not letting me. Okay, you just double click. So there we go. So we just need to make sure that we double click if we want to copy it across. And that is pretty useful, right? So, but you can make individual entries. So we'll just save, we'll save this. Save. And we can close out of this. All right, one last thing I would like to talk about is that we can run, once we're on this page here, the budgets page, we can run a budgets versus actuals report, which will show us how well we're doing managing our income and managing our expenses based on our budget. So once we click this, it will come up and run a January through December report. So we can see here the actuals and then what we budgeted for January. And we can scroll. You see there's January, February. So it's just at the beginning of March now. And yeah, so our actuals, right? Our actuals for March are 0. Our actuals for April for this line was income is 0, right? So that makes sense. But as these start to get filled in, we just want to be paying attention, right? Okay, so when we have this screen, it's a little bit difficult to view like this, especially since there is no scroll bar on the right. So if we want to change that, we can click from compact view to normal view, and it will Okay, so it's a little bit difficult to see everything going on with this report. So especially just in QuickBooks. So what we can do is we can click View Options. We can click Collapse All. And if we just want to see an overview of everything, so income, our cost of goods sold, our expenses, and then our net operating income, we can do that as well here. So yeah. So something else that's pretty cool about this is we can change how we're comparing, and some of the indicators. What I mean by this is how much are we over budget by, what percentage have we gone past our budget by, how much money is remaining in a specific before we get to our budget, and then how much percent is remaining before we go to our budget. Right, so we can run those reports as well. Yeah, so now anytime we want, we can come into our budgets here, and we can click on our budgets, and we can see how we're doing. We can also re-export it, save it as a PDF, save it as Excel. All right, so yeah, we can look at our monthly breakdown. So we can unclick and re-click the compare reference data to see our actuals and then what we budgeted. So you'll see for next month, for this coming month, March, we budgeted $1,000 and we haven't earned any of it yet because this is design income. Same thing for future months, but our budget, we didn't have any budget set for February or January, but these were our actuals. So if we were starting our budget at the beginning of the year, this would be a little bit different. And we can also export and print, save to PDF. And we can close that out. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. So my name is Alex. I'm a bookkeeper with American Bookkeeping Services, and I just wanted to show you real quick on how to upload your budget into QuickBooks. So yeah, I hope you have a great day. Looking forward to making more videos like this. Thanks.